The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all.
Sessions, Volume 2. Instead of Season 2, because I don't think we're going to stop like we did last year. Which reminds me, I meant to say this to you off air. I'm going to say it to you on air, because this is Sessions after all, Jesse. Jesse!
Oh, yeah.
Jesse!
Yo.
Sessions is back.
That's right, baby. That is right. Been looking forward to this all day.
So I almost thought you were going to make it, and I'm going to be like, this would be the most disappointing, no-show ever.
Oh, shoot. I would have never no-showed you without saying something. Goodness.
Are you going to cancel on me? And I was like, that would make me really sad.
No way.
This is the one show I've been looking forward to all month. I'm sure it's going to make some of the men here cry, but they should all get sand out of their vaginas. Listen, when we're done here, we have to, because I haven't plotted any more shows. I'm trying to do most of what I do this year, because the last 2 years have been the year of yes. This is the year of no.
Okay.
This is the year of I don't want to do this 5 days a week anymore. And though I love you, and I did almost every Sunday with you the past 2 years, I'm sure you would rather spend time with your family. Don't answer that. I'm sure I would like to have a night off where I don't have to work or do a podcast. So
I do.
I'm okay with still doing comics on Sunday once a month. I want to try to move these onto Thursday, but I know that I've stacked a bunch of triple features all year on Thursdays. But honestly, fuck those people. So we just
fuck them.
But there's also TV that we do that's also on Thursday. So we still might do the occasional Sunday. I'm not sure yet. That's why I wanted to, after the show, if you could hang out with me for 5-6 hours, we could plot out the next year of sessions.
5 or 6 hours.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I got you until you have to get up for work tomorrow.
Don't want to do too many podcasts, but scheduling, count me the fuck in.
Yeah. I am the schedule.
The schedule.
Hello, ladies. All right, Jesse. Propriety. This is Sessions, after all. What's new in the world of AI and AI music?
Oh, my goodness. Mark, when was the last time we had a Sessions?
It was probably August, I think. I think we finished Radulich and Broadcasting Network, the album Volume 1, which there's only going to be a Volume 1 unless we put together a best of, because that's the other thing that's changing for Volume 2 is Volume 2 is going to be released as singles because the brain rot and show your penis in me people all just release singles. They don't do albums. Nobody does. I'm very anachronistic. So while Fra Diavolo, it will always do albums and EPs. The passive-aggressive pansexual peanut butters, yes, and the Radulich and Broadcasting Network are taking a step into the future, and we're just going to release singles.
That's right.
And I believe we finished up the album. We didn't release anything until the album came out, and the album came out, I think, in October. So we were probably done in August.
Okay. All right. Well, I remember, my goodness, I swear that we stopped right when V5 dropped for Suno. Because I think we had just crossed into the precipice of 4.5, and then 5 dropped. And 5 was pretty much unbelievable.
You know what Jonas says? Jonas says he knows when it's AI. He's picked out the patterns. And
okay. And does he
there are specific vocals that are very clearly Suno.ai, and Jonas has gotten very good at picking them out. Granted, he's also racist against AI music, and both my kids have like revolted. I'm not allowed to play it in the car.
You have been, yeah. Well, boy, you've crossed into my territory now.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do.
We're number one. We're number one.
My older son is more like, Dad, play something real. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, sure. And Colton, though.
And you play for him Artfag by Anal Cunt. I'll show you fucking real.
Colton, though, it's funny because he was very anti AI songs at first, but then all of a sudden he started realizing, like, I would hear him sing stuff that I created, and just out of the blue, and so I know that it like resonates with him and stays with him. So, you know,
that's the funny thing is my kids sing all my stuff. Like they love the Damn You Hollywood theme. Like they're in the car, hooray for Hollywood. Despite themselves, they were in the car one day, and I was playing something from Last Daddy Standing, and it was just like, oh my sloppy mouth, and I'm like, damn it, they cannot deny Jesse Alois to start here that my shit is catchy as fuck. Have you heard any of like the latest stuff?
Like what?
Fra Diablo. Have you heard any of the latest Fra Diablo?
I'm sure that I've listened to at least some of the stuff if you sent it my way.
By the way, I finished a new one. It's going to be out right for Valentine's Day.
Fantastic.
You know what it's called? Because it's all... So here's what I did, right? It's a Valentine's Day album. I took love songs. Love songs, Jesse. Mm-hmm. From the 70s and 80s, the early 80s, when music was real, like your kids want. I took Can You Read My Mind by Maureen McGovern.
Okay.
Superman.
Oh, okay.
Can you read my mind? That one.
Okay.
Don't Know Much by Linda Ronstadt, who she duetted with Aaron Neville. Okay.
Okay.
How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Laura Branigan.
Okay. All right.
You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone.
All right.
And finale of this 5-song EP covers album for Valentine's Day. We're rocking out with our cocks out, Jesse. You know what it is?
Tell me.
You know what it is. All the Jewish boys love her. It's Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
The Way We Were. And I turned them all into metal songs. Specifically, You Light Up My Life, I turned into a Christian, like, arena rock song.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's called Cyrano de Bechamel.
Okay.
Because it's a Fra Diablo album. And it'll be out on Valentine's Day. But yeah, my kids know I write catchy shit, man. And they'll just be in the car going, I am not available after night. Damn it.
Yep.
Let me tell you how She Is a Cat gets sung a lot around my house.
Ah, yes.
Right.
Oh, it's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, V5 hit, I think, just after we shut down our first round of sessions. And man, that preceded a lot of crazy stuff happening in regards to, well, I know I shared with you that the top country song was an AI song for quite a few.
First drag queens doing Christian rock, and now this.
and a lot of it.
Damn you, Flamey Grant.
Right. People have what you start to realize is people don't care if it's background music or if they, they're not, unless somebody comes up and tells you specifically that's AI, and they know for a fact it's AI. The opinion doesn't matter because it's going to play, and if it sounds good and it's catchy,
if they're not,
people like what they like.
I'm like fire hosing them with them, they're like in the house, Clockwork Orange, fucking, the passive aggressive pansexual peanut butters, or Fra Diablo. So at this point, they're oversensitive to it. But you're right. The average ham and egger, the average jabroni, they don't know fucking shit from Shinola.
They don't. I mean, I could make a whole album for my mom. She would have no clue.
Yeah.
None.
My dad half the time doesn't even know what I'm saying, let alone fucking what's AI and what isn't. By the way, I tell you what a bastard I am. So I've since abandoned this project. I haven't done it in a while. But I was doing just for TikTok exclusive metal covers of songs off my sad lady songs playlist.
Okay.
And my parents came over. My dad annoyed the fuck out of me. So I was like, Dad, what's like? I looked at my mom. I'm like, Mom, what's like your favorite song? And she was like, Oh, More by Frank Sinatra. Good. I'm turning it into death metal. Right in front of them. Right. It was the AI musical equivalent of taking out my dick and pissing in their faces.
Oh.
And my mother was not happy with me. She was like, Why would you ruin a perfectly nice song? And I'm like, Because I can. Because I can.
We have the ability. We have the power.
That's right.
And we can do it.
We have the technology. We can rebuild things to annoy you.
Yes, it is. It is happening. So yeah, when V5 hit, it took the world by storm, and I think a lot of people started to realize that. Again, it's not getting worse. It's only getting better from here. Now, on the bad side of things, we have the Udio debacle.
What's the Udio debacle?
So, do you remember me ever mentioning Udio to you about? It's kind of like an alternative to Suno.
Yes.
Okay. I think it was Warner Brothers that sued them, and essentially they took over their platform. One of the biggest issues that people had was the fact that, okay, all of the songs that you created now belonged to Warner Brothers, if I remember correctly. And you could not download your stuff. It was no longer,
right.
You're no longer allowed to download your songs. Now, my understanding is Suno was also involved in some litigation, and nothing's really fully changed. I saw a tweet today where Suno was like, we're building something frontier. What are the things that you think are essential?
I will tell you this. My inability to share the music on DistroKid will kill my desire to produce AI music. Kill it dead.
Yeah. Right.
It would be one shot to the head. It'll be like a protester in Minnesota, shot dead. Yeah. And Jesse's not regretting doing this podcast.
Timely and unfortunate. That's the name of the next song.
Tragedy is funny. Listen to me. No, but seriously, like if I can't. Like part of what inspired the Fra Diavolo thing and the pansexual peanut butters was passive aggressive pansexual peanut butters, that is, was my ability to put it on Spotify. And look, nobody likes anything I do. I've come to just live with that.
It's hard. It's really hard to
the band vinyl guy can do 5 versions of Ram It Up My Jitta and get thousands of listens for every version. Right. Then there's little old Bach who wants to do a song about how I'm not available after 9 o'clock. I'm doing a podcast with Jesse Starcher, or my poor girlfriend. She has boxes in her garage that used to be her house. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares that she is a cat. She's not afraid of trauma. Nobody cares. But I will. And on the possibility that people will start to listen and I'll become the next Velvet Sundown, I need to make money off of this, or.
At least have the possibility of doing that.
Right. Like, it's fun to do. Like, when I was doing the cover stuff, it was fun to do just to create art and have fun with AI. But I haven't done it in months because it's not that important to me. The Fra Diavolo stuff and the passive aggressive peanut butter stuff is important to me because I'll potentially make money with those. If you take that away, is my point, there goes any incentive to keep doing this. Certainly the band vinyl guy, there goes his incentive. Like, if he can't, wherever he's doing his AI stuff, if he can't do it and put it up on YouTube and have 97 versions of Ram It Up My Shitter,
and not DMCA'd, or they're going to. That's essentially what would happen. Is if they come in and they're like, well, yeah, hey, we own the rights to all these songs that you created now, because of some kind of weird.
That's what's happening on TikTok. Since they got bought by, I guess it's Oracle, and this has happened in the last couple of days, they've made it very clear that anything you upload to TikTok is now owned by TikTok. You could still potentially get paid on it, but if they want to use it to sell fucking jockstraps and toilet paper, then, there's Madeline Pendleton, communist extraordinaire, selling fucking, selling cereal and shit.
That's crazy.
Right? Yeah, we own nothing. But this is the future that was warned about 15 to 20 years ago.
Right.
Where it said we're all going to become content creators, and we're not going to own our own content exclusively. It's all going to be used and reused to sell slop.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I did my first music video, I guess, when Hooks came out, which I don't think that was a thing before we were done.
Oh yeah, Hooks came out after that. It annoys me we can't download those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some of those things are. Yeah. I created one for Fruit Loops on the floor. Drop my Fruit Loops on the floor, and that tended to get a pretty.
I
good
dropped
reaction.
all my cereal.
Yeah, dropped all my cereal down on the floor. So good stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was kind of weird. It's still something that I'm trying to learn. A lot of like going in and editing video and putting it to a song can get it.
I made a bunch. But you know what? I was using Sora for that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I took. So I started. This was another project that I started and abandoned. I got about halfway through Fra Diavolo Recipes for the Damned, where I was going to take. I took the lyrics and I said, turn this into a 10-second prompt.
I remember seeing some of the stuff I think you put up there,
and then it would give me a soundless video, and then I would use that for the hook.
That would, I mean, that's an idea because I think that worked because hooks were weird. Like hooks were situations where like you had some people just doing like real shit, like sitting there playing a guitar and like, okay. One of my favorites was there's this guy that he had like 3 or 4 synthesizers and he's like, the prompt was remix this song. So people would take that song and he just opened it up for remix so people could take that song and remix it into their own style or do whatever they wanted with it. I did that with like 3 or 4 people taking their stuff and actually making my own version of it. And you know, it was fun. I learned of a few artists through hooks, but
you know what else wasn't out by the time we had stopped doing sessions for a while?
What's that?
I had not done a Fra Diavolo EP called Songs in the Key of Stiznarchy.
Oh, right.
Which was making use of the cover function. You want to talk about that for a second, what the cover function is?
Yeah, I mean, covers were, I think when V5 dropped, that's when I was like, oh, taking and doing a cover of one of your old things really works. I think what used to happen,
or anyone's thing, like it was me covering. I covered your stuff.
Yeah, you were covering my stuff. What turned me on to the cover thing was when I first started like taking. I'm talking like the stuff from V3, the stuff that was
from
like,
Time to Eat, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like it was recorded in a barn alongside of Phil Anselmo and the Illegals.
It's so amazing how impressed I was with V3, and then come into look at V5 and do a cover of like one of those songs and going, holy cow, does this sound so much better?
Right.
But yeah, you could take other people's stuff and hit cover, and you do you tell it what style you want it to be in. And so you did like, you essentially did all my Remy stuff, the stuff that I threw to Remy, or a big portion of my Remy stuff.
Okay, tell everyone what Remy is again.
Remy is the lyric generator that is, it's pretty unhinged. I think it's the word that they use all the time to describe it. You just give it a prompt, and it doesn't have to be even a freaking a prompt that makes sense. Like I took one. I was talking about this.
Hang on. Let me tell you this. Let's go. Let's tell the people which ones I use for Songs in the Key of Stiznarky, and then you can, if there's an anecdote there, go with that.
Oh, sure.
So I did Chicken Nugget Vampire.
Okay, that one was a little bit more involved. I was involved in that one, so not fully Remy, but go ahead.
Another one was Subway Cookie.
Definitely Remy.
Okay. Explain the Subway Cookie story, because that one cracked me up when you told it to me. Because all I asked you for, I was like, hey, I want to celebrate you, and you're great, and you have like a zillion Suno songs.
Oh, yeah.
And if it wasn't for you, there would be no Fra Diavolo. So I was like, I want to do an album dedicated to you. Give me 5 songs about food that aren't on Time to Eat.
Right.
And then so like you threw me a bunch. It was, see if I can remember all 5. Chicken Nugget Vampire, Get My Groceries and Get Out of Here, Subway Cookie, Eating Beans All Day.
Eating beans all day.
Which I fucking love, especially my version of it. I'm eating beans all day. Fucking flip the table over. Oh God, what was the second one? Go ahead and tell a story. I'm gonna
Well,
look up
yeah, I'll
the
give you
one.
behind the music, a little behind the music on Subway Cookie.
Yeah.
So Mindy's working at Subway, and
Don't let your meatloaf. That was the other one.
Don't let your meatloaf.
Dude,
I
I
sing
fucking
that
said that
a
to
lot.
Melissa the other day. She was like, I guess like students were throwing meat at her because they're fucking animals. And I was like, well, tell them don't let their meatloaf.
There you go.
And then I sent her the song. All right, I'll shut up and stop interrupting you.
No, you're fine. So Subway Cookie, Mindy's working at Subway, and she gets a DoorDash order.
Right.
For one Subway cookie. Now, that's silly on its own, but what we end up finding out is that it was Colton's friend, the 12-year-old of the 12-year-old of our family. His friend was the one that DoorDashed it. So we were like, did your mom just tell you go ahead and DoorDash a one solitary Subway cookie? And I don't know how much you pay on top of DoorDash. I've never done it before, so I'm sure you pay some type of
all the time here.
Yeah, I'm sure you pay some kind of tip and then fee or something on it.
Yep.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, threw that into Remy, and granted, all I said was like, I want a song about getting one solitary cookie from Subway, and then it took, and this is where the unhinged part comes in. When you look at the lyrics talk about like how this guy is sitting in bed and he should not have ate a Subway cookie on top of a whole meal that he had. Plus, he's got a whole jar of weed sitting next to him. And I was like, what? I didn't prompt any of that, but Remy took it to that.
This whole fucking bullshit story.
Right. And some of my favorite stuff is to take and just throw in 3 or 4 words into Remy and let it just cook. Let it do its thing. And I'll do it 3 or 4 times. And then I'll just take all 4 of those, stitch them together and say, all right, Suno, now it's time to take all these lyrics and make sense of them. And I have had some stuff that just kind of like, again, makes no sense whatsoever, but is some of my favorite stuff to listen to.
Where did just Eating Beans come from?
Beans.
Were you having like an existential crisis?
This is me going upstairs, probably taking a spoonful of beans and going, man, I could eat these all day.
Like running back downstairs. That's a song.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like, I probably just one shot prompted, said, give me a song about eating beans all day, and boom.
Okay.
So,
well, it's one of my favorite things. But I can tell you right now, if I go to Spotify and I go to Fra Diavolo,
yeah, let's hear some stats.
My top 10 right now, everything's under 1,000, but my top 10 right now is.
Don't say that with such, like that's bad. It's not bad, Mark. You caught onto this late. People were already ahead of you doing this
after the ram it up my shitter guy.
right. You came after. Well, twice. I don't know. I have no idea. Right. But anyway.
So the number 1 song is Every Irish Song Ever. That's a banger. Butter My Buns.
Good one. Good one.
My third most popular song right now on Spotify is Get My Groceries and Get Out of Here.
Inspired by my trip to Walmart.
That is correct. That's the only one from that album that made the hit list here.
All right.
Baked and Basted, Gnocchi Guillotine Review from Burn the Risotto, so Burn the Risotto is a 5-song EP that takes all 4 seasons plus a combination of the 4 reviews that we did and compress them into songs. Things it's like I couldn't just do a song about the show because technically it's not mine to talk about. So I had to talk about the review of The Bear.
All right.
So Review comes from season 1. Burn the Risotto is the combination of all 4 seasons. It's the most original song on there. And then Sous Vide Sacrifice, Backdoor Biscuits from our country album.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. That's changed over time because for a while, the 2 that were popular were She Thinks My Grits Are Greasy and Ain't No Shame in the Greasy Spoon. I don't know where the fuck Backdoor Biscuits and Where the Coffee Never Ends came from.
Nice.
other than maybe Erica like playing them during her live, because between Butter My Buns and Backdoor Biscuits, there's a lot of ass play in my speaking of ramming up my shitter. Woo, doggy. And then number 10 is number 10 is Burn the Risotto.
Nice. Very nice. Hey, well, since I don't do anything with Spotify, but I will give you right
You're
now.
Supposed to. You're supposed to be sending me stuff.
I know.
I went to the second tier of DistroKid to make room for stuff you were going to send me, and then you never did.
I always sit down here. I'll start messing. I go through these weird spurts of like using Suno a lot and then not using Suno a lot, and then I forget about stuff, and then I'll pick up back up on Suno and be like, oh shit, I was supposed to send Mark stuff. I have not forgotten, although I have forgotten. So
it's okay, not a priority. I understand.
All right, so let's go to what my profile looks like, and I'll just give you my top 5. I will tell you right now, the version 3.5.
This is our most like hanging out and talking episode
I'm all right with that. That's perfectly fine. It's always going to be Metal Salad. Metal Salad will be my number 1 of all time. Right now, it's got to be close to 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 thousand plays for Metal Salad. There's not a week go by when I do not get an alert that somebody liked that song. And it legitimately is all because they put it on the metal playlist that they have. Suno has these genre playlists. So people hear it and they like it. And that's the most commented song too that I've ever gotten. I then have Ooh Yeah, which is that's an instrumental funk song. And I think I created that in 3.5 too. It's got 1.1 thousand listens.
All right, so since we're doing this, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna switch to the passive aggressive pansexual peanut butters.
Oh yes. Okay.
So these are all singles, just like the band Vinyl Guy.
Got it.
Let's start from the top. So the passive aggressive pansexual peanut butters was, I didn't want to just do Fra Diavolo, and sometimes a funny song idea would come to me that didn't make any sense as a metal song. Right. So I also wanted to start playing around with different genres, especially jazz.
Right.
Believe it or not, I'm actually a pretty big jazz fan. So I wanted to do some jazz and blues stuff. So I started with I can tell the story now because I'm not going to say the kid's name, but Erica's 17-year-old child sent Erica a series of text messages about how the cat was bullying him, and her cat was bullying her, and she showed me the text, and I thought they were so goddamn funny. I asked permission. I was like, "Can I please turn these into a song?" She's like, "Well, yeah, like my daughter can't know about it, but sure." So I'll talk about it on the podcast. It'll be fine.
It'll be okay.
So she sends me the text message. I throw them in the ChatGPT, and I'm like, I need this turned into like, an Etta James fucking having a psychotic break jazz song. And it was like, right, I hear you, brother. And Eric, and the funniest thing about it was not just like the kid's reaction to the cat, but Erica's reaction to her child. Because Erica had the funniest fucking comeback at one point. Because it's like, oh, the cat knows I have trauma. And Erica goes, she is a cat. She is not aware of trauma. And I fucking like snot nose laughed. I was like, I could not contain myself. So that is She Is a Cat. That was the very first one. And then I got so into what I was doing, and I thought She Is a Cat turned out so good, and I laughed so hard at it that I was like, I got to find another one. And at that time, the kid was texting me specifically about how Erica wouldn't pay the cash money for her own marijuana card. So I got this long fucking series of psychotic texts about how she doesn't follow through on anything. So I came up with the Follow Through Blues. The cover for it is just amazing. It's a strung out woman on top of a bunch of paperwork. In the final kind of like, I'm done talking about Melissa in a negative way. I need to excise this from my system and heal already. I took all of the stuff I had in ChatGPT about all the stuff I processed about Melissa and our divorce, our marriage, our divorce, our separation, in that order. And that became Betrayed and Broken.
Oh, wow.
I am done with that one.
Wow. That's like cathartic shit right there.
Yeah, it really was. there was a period where Erica was really having troubles with boundaries, but with also like not waking me up in the morning. So she'd wake me up when she got up in the morning, like 4 o'clock.
I know this story.
So we were joking about it one day, and I was like, "It's like, you know, she like her part of her TikTok profile is she's really into birds." So I started referring to us as the bear and the bird, and it's this really sweet. At that time, she had more or less moved into my house, and she was cooking dinner all the time. And when the kids weren't around, we would listen to like dinner jazz, kind of like really upbeat coffee house jazz. So I did a coffee house jazz song called "The Bear and the Bird," and it's about how she wakes me up in the morning way too fucking early, and I just growl at her. Ladies, I'm sorry, I'm taken. I told you the story about how she tried to buy a house, and she went to move into the house, and the house fell through. So she had to move all of her shit back in the garage.
Yep.
And so she was like lamenting the boxes in her garage. The jazz song called "Boxes in the Garage." She had a fucking meltdown about her kid one night. That became the emotional terrorism twerk, and that is a
Wow.
and that is a like a Brian Setzer orchestra type swing song.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
My daughter was telling me a story about how a kid at school that she's friends with wanted to bite her, and I laughed so hard at that. It's the way she told me this story, because it wasn't like a sexy thing, nor was it a bullying thing. It was just like, "Hi, I don't have any boundaries or self-control. Can I bite you?"
What?
Like a cat wanting to scratch furniture.
Yeah. Wow.
So half of what inspires my song making is I'll hear a different song in my head. So she's like, and then she bit me. Or like, and then she's like, she tried to bite me or whatever, and I'm just like, and then she bit me, instead of and then she kissed me.
Right.
So I did like an old 50 style oldies doo-wop song called "And Then She Bit Me."
Okay.
Jesse,
Mark,
what's the rule, Jesse?
What is the rule?
I am not available after 9. I was doing a podcast. Fucking Comer's texting me. My mom is calling me. Melissa was texting me. I fucking lost my mind. I ended the podcast, went immediately on Suno, and did "I am not available after 9" based on Neil Diamond's "Love on the Rocks."
Yes. I think.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, what you're laying out here is probably one of the most beautiful and like it is a testament to what Suno should be for people. It's a map of your life. I mean, you can go back.
Is literally me doing a blog and setting it to music.
Yeah, you can. I want to listen to the album.
These are fucking blog posts.
I want to listen to the song when I was pissed about so and so because I made a song about it, and I want to go back, or made an album about this.
Fucking Last Daddy Standing EP is like, it was fun that time fucking Effie and Power, 2 gay wrestlers, wrestled a death match in Orlando to raise money for the shooting that took place. You know how I'm going to celebrate that? Sloppy mouth and ram it up my shitter. Also 1 in my mouth and 2 in my ass.
Nice.
Because there's nothing that says pride like aggressively gay heavy metal.
Indeed.
So right before I went to the doctor and found out that I had not only high going to cause me to have a stroke, high cholesterol, and diabetes, I wrote a song called "Everything Hurts" based on "Everybody Hurts" by REM.
Good one.
I was not in a good headspace. Speaking of which, I had a really bad day, bad morning, where I just felt like my entire day had been like. And again, this was by 8 o'clock in the morning. So my entire day started at 6. And by 8, I was like fucking done. And it was just like every other minute an alarm was going off in my house. And it's just like all I felt like I deal with is people who have nothing but time on their hands. And then there's me who can't do anything he wants to do because I have responsibilities. And thus, I wrote a slave song. I wrote a blues-style Delta slave song called "The Responsibility Blues." Which has a white-collar guy being yelled at by an alarm clock.
Absurd, yet so apt.
I've told you the story about whenever my friends go to take a drink and we make them laugh and we try, and then he,
tries to hold it in his nose.
Yeah. So I decided to make a song about it called "Daddy's Floor, Swallow It."
I think I've listened to that one.
Yeah. The same kid from earlier decided to drive to Idaho, made it as far as Georgia, and wrecked his car.
Oh no.
So I did a song based on The Devil Went Down to Georgia to The Taker Went Up to Georgia.
Okay.
I was working with a kid who is dumb as a toaster. And I was asking, because he's not a talker, I would have to give him a lot of prompts, but they had to be very basic childish prompts. And one of them was, for a therapy session, we just did like a series of like silly prompts. Like, would you rather be a fish or a squirrel kind of a thing? And one, it was like, would you rather go in, if there were 2 caves, and in one cave is like 100 duck-sized horses, and in the other cave is 1 horse-sized duck. Which one would you choose? And we had the longest conversation, longer than like any other therapy session I've ever had with this kid, discussing the physics of horse-sized ducks and the duck-sized horse.
So this becomes a song
called "The Cave of Two Terrible Options."
I've got to listen to that one.
I sent that to Ronnie because it's bardcore.
I've got to listen to that. Is that released? It's on Suno, right?
These are on fucking Spotify.
These are on Spotify.
I'm reading off my Spotify list. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Again, right before I got medication, right before I got on the metformin and the cholesterol meds, I was in really bad shape. Like, if I exerted myself, I had migraines that I thought I was going to have a fucking stroke. Like, I was in bad shape. So whenever I would do, hey, Jesse, remember this old tune? Cardiovascular activity.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Whenever I do cardiovascular activity, I would have a giant, like, painful, like, brain-splitting migraine. It's a wonder I'm not dead.
That's scary.
To say that I probably came close to getting myself really hurt. But Erica would truck with none of it. And she'd be like, hi. She always has hungry eyes for me, Jesse. Hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. She always has hungry eyes for cardiovascular activity. And one time she was like, and at that point I got really fucking tired of getting injured every time we did cardiovascular activity.
Me, not to let anybody down, regardless of self-injury.
Yeah. Well, I hit my limit. So she's like, hungry eyes, and I'm like, I'm holding out. I don't know. And I just started singing it, and I threw her off me right out the window. And I turned around and I wrote this like disco song called "I'm Holding Out." The cover of it is fucking great. It's basically Erica as a female wolf, like Tex Avery style. Oh. She loves my covers, my album covers. We're almost done here. I did a TikTok live. Somebody in my TikTok live like harassed me with a story about how he ate a sandwich and the sandwich didn't sit well and he shit his pants and now he has gravy leg.
Oh, gravy leg, yes.
Yeah, and I was like, if you would please send me more information on this gravy leg incident, I will make a song for you. I'm as good as my word. Christmas. By this point, we were at Christmas, and DistroKid was running a sale on covers. On covers, so I did a Torch blues jazz number called Nothing for Christmas. So instead of a charming little kid who gets himself into a little bit of trouble and now Santa won't bring him nothing for Christmas because he's been bad, a sad black woman screaming at the top of her lungs that she's getting nothing for Christmas. This tortured black woman. That's what I went with. I have things I'm working out. Speaking of tortured black women, Erica wanted an engagement ring for Christmas, and I told her she has to behave herself or she's not getting shit. And she was like, what is this, a conditional Christmas? So I threw her out of the bed again.
And wrote a song.
And I wrote a song called Conditional Christmas. The cover of it is fucking genius, by the way. Nice. Hey, Jesse, you talked about your midlife crisis, middle-aged man obsession with trains.
Yep.
And so because I love you more than anyone else on this planet, I decided to do a mildly sexual double entendre story about a hobo on a train.
I listened to this song and I'm like expecting to be like blasted
like
with nothing but
ramming up my shitter.
Yeah, I'm like, this is actually, I mean, I feel like this is a decent song. I asked 2 or 3
times, like, are we sure these are sex jokes? And the ChatGPT's like, maybe they are, maybe you're
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me explain every single one.
Maybe you're too stupid to know. And I'm like, fair enough, ChatGPT.
All right.
All right, and then finally, after being inspired by the drag queen known as Flamey Grant doing Christian folk, I thought it would be funny to take the inspiration of Flamey Grant and set her against a gritted teeth black Baptist choir and an even with white protesters in the background while she sings "He Loves Me Too, Amen."
Wow.
Gospel, baby.
That is something else right there.
You ready to get into Too Old to Die Young?
I'm ready.
We're 40 minutes into this show.
We had a lot to catch up on, though.
We did.
Lot to catch up on.
It's like we don't talk. All right, so this volume of sessions this year, we're done with the memories. We didn't have as many as I thought we did, or people were just not giving me good ideas, so I just abandoned it altogether. I said, all right, we're going to start compressing podcasts into songs because it worked out pretty well with Burn the Risotto, and I figured I'll just keep doing that. So I want to kind of focus, at least in the beginning, on podcasts that I've really enjoyed doing. And at the top of that list is anything I do with Jesse and Robert. When it's the three of us, like independently, anything I do with Jesse, independently what I do with Robert for the most part. But when we get together, it's fucking magic.
It's fun.
Stars in my eyes, tears on my pillows, over you. So one of the funniest, one of the most interesting, one of the most bizarre reviews we've ever done, a bonding experience. It was traumatic for all three of us, but for different reasons. And we trauma bonded over this show.
Oh yeah.
The Amazon Prime original detective noir series, Too Old to Die Young, directed by William Winding Refn, and written by poor Ed Brubaker, who I'm pretty sure lost control of this project when fucking Refn took over.
Whew.
You want to just briefly give your memories, Jesse, of Too Old to Die Young and that podcast experience? And I want to start you off with possibly the best line from that show. Okay, boys, rape them.
Jeez, crying. I had...
Jesse. I'm just hitting him out of the park tonight.
Yeah. I remember, obviously remember having the podcast and talking to you guys about it. A few things that really stick out was the point in which we were trying to dissect like the random images that he decided to use at one point.
Yeah.
And I was taking pictures of some of them or screenshots of some of the things, like the fat guy that's sitting on a lawnmower that's holding a flag or something, or no, a deer head. He has the head of a deer. I just remember all three of us like trying
fake news. What was it? It was fake news they were chanting.
They
were chanting fascism. Yeah.
I just remember us going into this thing trying to figure out some of the stuff that was happening, and also what was trying to figure out what was going through Refn's head. Mm-hmm. Which is, I think by the end of that podcast, I realized that
nothing
there's no reason to even exhaust the mental effort to try and figure out.
The neon lights were on, but nobody was home.
So yeah, I'm really curious. I haven't had a chance to go back and listen to the podcast, so it's been a while, and I can't wait to see like some of the top things that come out of this thing, because it's going to jar my memory. I guarantee it.
Well, if you want, Jesse, so we're going to take that podcast and turn it into a song based on the Billy Joel song "Only the Good Die Young." And now I did some work ahead of time because we've been talking about like what's the best way to. Oh, there it was. No, that's still not right. We had been talking about like what's the best way to do this podcast with the new format, and I didn't want to bore everyone if you haven't already, with doing a lot of the nuts and bolts work. So I've already put the podcast into Notebook LM, and then from Notebook LM, I put it into ChatGPT, and I've already had ChatGPT kind of read the transcript, make notes. I have a whole essay ready to go for TikTok, but I did want to read this to you to kind of, get your memory going.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So these are core show critiques. These are 20 core show critiques. These are lines from the transcript that ChatGPT pulled.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
This definitely becomes a Refn vehicle. You either love his style or you're the rest of the world.
Right.
Brilliant.
Yep.
It's like somebody took gritty crime noir and had dirty hobo sex with French New Wave cinema. I wonder
that's an insult to hobos.
Jessica's like, I won't stand for it.
My views have changed.
I will tell you that line was me.
Yeah.
Nobody else on this fucking network uses the phrase dirty
Hobo sex. Right.
This will not give you a sense. This will not give you a sense of this show if you just read the premise.
Accurate, I guess. I mean, when we went into this, I thought, I'm sure that we were like, oh, this sounds exciting.
Right. And to follow that up, that description is loosely accurate, but tells you nothing.
Okay.
This is not gritty crime noir anymore. This is commentary. The realism completely evaporates out of the show. Everyone talks like a robot. It's like they're learning English while they're speaking it.
We're going to get that. We're making our way at least to the point in which we are criticizing the long pauses.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, you and I did a one-act play at the start of that.
Hey, also check out Sports Night. We did the same thing then. So
yes, sir.
we have a good time.
If everyone is stoic, then nobody is. That pacing takes me out every single time. The pauses are so long you start checking your phone. This feels like a commentary on Hollywood's idea of cops. Boy, that has aged well. The fascism chant is so on the nose it feels almost satirical. I would want to sit Refn down and ask him what he's actually saying. The pornographer sequence actually works. Again, one of the best. That's the best episode in it. You could teach that opening scene in a film class. When this show works, it works hard. The problem is you have to wait hours to get there.
Yes.
And this is the most self-indulgent thing I've ever watched. Now, for contrast, here are the 20 funniest lines from the transcript.
Okay. All right.
Standing around doing nothing. The series.
Perfect.
No emote.
The series.
No emote. The series.
This is probably all said within about 4 or 5 seconds of each other.
The opening 20 minutes. Breaking Bad, but 75% slower. I should have said no. I am far too essential to sit through this. That had to be you.
That must have been me.
You either love his style or you're the rest of the world. That is a killer line.
Yep.
Okay. This is what happens when LA Confidential has dirty hobo sex with French New Wave cinema. Okay. David Lynch isn't directing this. He's just in the corner nodding approvingly. Yes, he's cuckolding this whole production. If someone ever, this has got to be me. If someone ever tells you to watch Lost Highway, punch them in the chin.
What was Lost Highway? Is that
it's a David Lynch movie?
Okay.
Miles Teller plays a 200-pound cement sculpture resembling Miles Teller. That's a Robert line.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah.
This is Billy Baldwin in his natural habitat. They didn't give him direction. They gave him cocaine and a stuffed tiger.
Oh yes.
I thought Don Ricardo actually died during the scene, and they just kept filming. That man fell asleep between lines, and the show acknowledged it. That was quality.
Shoot.
It's like they're learning English while they're speaking it. Am I watching Too Old to Die Young or Metropolis?
Oh boy!
Start the stopwatch, followed by 63 seconds of silence.
Mm-hmm.
That
was me legitimately, like, I swear, taking my watch or my phone and timing it. Gosh.
All right. If he had to explain everything, we'd be here until the heat death of the universe.
Classic.
This show took so long to film it started with a flip phone. How do you convince someone to watch 13 hours of this? Threaten them with a podcast.
Yep.
This is the most self-indulgent thing I've ever seen. This show desperately needed adult supervision. Okay.
Yes, it did.
How do you want to proceed? Do you want to just make a song? Because we're gonna have to open up Messenger again, by the way.
Okay. I was like,
so we can send stuff back and forth.
Yeah.
So I am not available after 9. Do we want to use all 40 lines, the 20 lines that are that are the core review, the thesis of the review, and the funniest lines, or do we just want to use the funniest lines?
Let's just use the funniest lines. We got 20 of them there.
Okay.
And what's our prompt going to be?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Okay. It's time to write the lyrics to the song.
Wake up, fancy. Time to write songs again.
Bring up the lyrical structure of Only the Good Die Young by Billy Joel. All right, let's do its thing.
Okay. And
okay, so it says, got it. I'll describe the lyrical structure of Only the Good Die Young without quoting lyrics. Conversational verse, narrative setup, pre-chorus, escalating framing, function, da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
Okay. All right. So now...
hang on. Now take the funniest lines from the transcript and write a song called... well, actually, before I do that, let me ask it a question.
I was going to say, try if there's a way to get it to realize that we are, making fun of Too Old to Die Young.
Yeah, I'm going to get there. I have learned working with this thing, Jesse. I have to do this in steps. If you skip steps, it hallucinates real fast.
Don't let it do that.
No, don't let your meatloaf. Can we legally call the song Too Old to Die Young if it's using lines from the transcript? Yes, cool.
All right, then.
Songs are not copyrightable. Copyright law does not protect titles, names, or short phrases. So you can legally name a song Too Old to Die Young, though it's a TV title of a series. It already exists as audiovisual work. Using lines from... so this has got to be kind of the rule going forward, is we can't just do a song about a show. We have to do a song about the podcast about the show that gets around the legal stuff. This is what I did for Burn the Risotto.
I was going to say, did you learn this in your travels here amongst...
yes, because when I originally conceptualized Burn the Risotto, it was about the bear, and they were like, you're going to get yourself in illegal trouble doing that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now write the song Too Old to Die Young using only the funniest lines from the transcript and keeping the exact structure lyrically of Only the Good Die Young.
Now it's going... I was going to suggest, if you haven't hit enter already, to make sure to... does it understand right now that what we're putting in there? You may be continuing a chat and it already knows this. I don't know.
I'm in the original Too Old to Die Young chat.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Enter, and then I'm going to feed you the lyrics in a second. I'm also have to go to the bathroom really quick.
He's got to pee.
I got to pee.
I got to pee.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm gonna copy it. Oh my god, it's going so slow.
It's going so slow. I've got to pee so bad. I'm gonna share my screen. That way, when you leave,
I can set up. I can stop yelling at you.
Stop yelling at me.
Okay. So, I just want to share with you really quick. Outspoken chant style tag. Standing around doing nothing, standing around doing nothing, standing around doing nothing, the series.
Do we have a genre? Does it have that?
I will get that. Look at the lyrics really quick. Let me pee, and I will come back and I will handle that part next.
All right, cool.
That's got to be a separate prompt.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. Wheel, let's take a look and see. He did not share my screen. That's all right. That's okay. Let's go ahead and see what he's got here. When you own the flow, we'll grab this. Standing around doing nothing. The series. Oh boy, got a copy. Actually, can I just go over here and do this? Copy that. Or no, I guess not. Oh, that's nice. Give me a second. I am copying everything here. It's a long song. A lot of lyrics in this one. All right, so let's see what we got here. Now, most likely when Mark gets back, we're probably going we'll go over it again. But yeah, standing around doing nothing, the series. No emote, no blink, just stare at me. Breaking Bad, but 75% slower. I should have said no. I was far too essential for this. None of this rhymes. And I don't know the song, but I feel like there's some rhyming going on in that song, isn't there? We'll have to get a final verdict on that. I know the Billy Joel song. Only the good die young. I know that song. Don't know all the lyrics, but I could have swore there's probably some rhyming going on. Now there's some rhyming down here in the chorus. Too old to die young, too bored to stay awake. 60 seconds for a sentence. Man, how long does it take? How long does silence take? Oh, we got to change that. How long does it take? Man, how long does it take? Yeah, I want to change that. Standing around doing nothing, the series. No emote, no blink, just stare at me. Okay, that sort of rhymes. Breaking Bad, but 75% slower. I should have said no. I was far too essential for this. Okay. Either Love Is Style or you're the rest of the world. LA Confidential had dirty hobo sex with French New Wave and a neon bathroom stall. World and stall don't rhyme. All right, Mark.
All right. Where are we?
Well, I can tell you that I'm not impressed with the lyrics for this.
Okay.
But you take a look at it. I mean, it nails everything, right? Like it has all the stuff in there, but nothing. The chorus rhymes. That's it. So our first verse, standing around doing nothing, the series, no emote, no blink, just stare at me. And mind you, you know the song better than I do, so maybe there's something I'm missing. Breaking Bad, but 75% slower. I should have said no. I was far too essential for this. I mean, that's our quotes verbatim, but nothing really rhymes there. You either love his style or you're the rest of the world. LA Confidential had dirty hobo sex with French New Wave and a neon bathroom stall. Okay.
All right. Let's look at the lyrics.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
So where I sing to you, Jesse. You ready?
Okay.
Come out, Virginia, don't let me wait. You Catholic girls start much too late. But sooner or later it comes down to fate. I might as well be the one. They showed you a statue, told you to pray. They built you a temple and locked you away. But they never told you the price you pay for things you might have done. Well, only the good die young. That's what I said. Only the good die young, only the good die young. That's how it goes.
Well, what do you think of what we got?
Well, standing around doing nothing, the series. No emote, no blink, just stare. Nope. I can already fucking tell you.
Already. I'm like,
wait, late, fate, one. Okay. So do another pass on the lyrics. Do another pass on the lyrics. And keep the original song's rhyme scheme. Rhyme and meter scheme.
Meter. Barely know her.
Yeah. Got it. The pass is tighter on rhyme and meter, close to the actual singability of Only the Good Die Young. Shorter lines and cleaner end rhymes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see what we get.
Before I send it to you, let me make sure that we're okay with this. Stand around doing nothing. Wait. Come out, Virginia. Don't let me wait. Stand around doing nothing. The series, no emote, no blink, just stare at me. Breaking Bad, but way, way slower. I should have said no. I'm too essential. No.
That is the same thing.
Okay.
I'm doing something here.
Take the lyrics again and remix so that there's cleaner rhyme and meter. You seem to be stuck on the order of the lines. Don't strictly list them. Find the best rhyme and meter.
Rhyme and meter. Yeah, my prompt is we got to get this song to rhyme. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Okay. So got it. This pass prioritizes rhymes, prioritizes singability first. Cleaner end rhymes, consistent stresses, and phrasing that moves while still drawing from the same comic material in the transcript. I'm not preserving line order. I'm recomposing so it actually works as a song in only the good die young mode.
All right.
Stand around doing nothing again. No blink, no move, just stare and wait. Breaking Bad, but slow to a crawl. I should have said no, I was damn too late. So it's funny. It rhymed wait and late, but there's a crawl in between.
Right.
You love his style or you hate it cold. That's a choice they hand to you. Am I fucking dying over here? No, okay. Wait, late, fate, one. Pray away, pay, done. Okay.
Put that in there.
Yeah, I'm about to set match the rhyme scheme.
Yeah, and then put just what you just read off to me. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Whatever that is. Whatever you said.
You see, they rhyme 3 lines, then rhyme the fourth with the next fourth. Yes, you're exactly right about the scheme.
You were right.
What Billy Joel's doing there is a chained quatrain rhyme. Lines 1 through 3, AAA. Line 4 sets a new rhyme. Okay.
Let's go AAAB.
Yeah. Verse 1. Stand around doing nothing tonight. No blink, no move, just dead neon light. Breaking Bad slowed to a glacial fight. I should have said no, but here I am. They tell you it's art, they tell you to wait. Show you a statue and call it fate. 60 seconds pass between okay and great. I might as well sit through the scam. Too old to die young, that's what I said. Woo, too old to die young, too old to die young. Good enough.
Okay. All right. Send it.
How did you do? You were doing a competing song lyrics? How did yours end up?
Competing song lyrics? Oh,
yeah.
Mine did an AABB. So I'm gonna say, can we do AAAB rhyme scheme? Let's see what it does.
All right. Well, here's my new set of lyrics, and I guess we'll figure out what the best one is.
I don't really like how this thing starts out, but okay. Standing around doing nothing, the series. No emote, no blink, just staring mysterious. Breaking Bad at glacial speed, delirious. I should have said no, I was way too essential for this. You either worship the style, call it visionary, or you're everyone else bored out and stationary. LA Confidential got grimy and literary. The French New Wave crawled out of a bathroom stall. That isn't, no. All right, let me see what you got.
You want me to sing it to you?
Feel free. I'm going to grab what you got here. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I sang this part of this already. You love his style or you hate it cold. That's the only deal that you're ever sold. Everyone talks like robots growing old, learning English on the fly. LA Confidential got real unclean. French New Wave in a bathroom scene. David Lynch nodding, yeah, I've seen. This mess goes drifting by. 'Cause too old to die young. Woo! That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Billy Baldwin, loose with coke and a toy, growling at cops like a feral boy. This is his habitat, pure uncut joy. Just roll it, don't yell, cut. Don Ricardo naps mid-monologue, though he thought he died, no false alarm. They just kept filming through the
That's
fog.
good.
That was part of the plot. All right. Okay, that pornographer scene actually works. The tension hits, I won't deny. But 13 hours, 5 minutes, good minutes. Man, that math don't multiply. Like, there's a part of the song where Billy Joel changes his cadence.
Right.
Start the stopwatch. Don't look away. Let the pause do all the play. If he explains it, we'll be here all day until the heat death proves him right. All right, I'm sold, Jesse.
Yeah, this is good.
That's the keeper.
This is good.
All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is now I need a style prompt. That
kind of
matches Only the Good Die Young without saying Billy Joel or Only the Good Die Young.
Oops. What did I just do? There we go. Oh, that looks good. Did my screen just all go blue?
I'm not on your screen. Hang on.
No, like I'm that I'm sharing.
Yes.
I pushed a button. Hold on.
It's a big turquoise box.
That's what I thought.
There we go.
All right.
Upbeat late 1970s piano-driven rock with a controversial, slightly rebellious tone, bright major key melody, bouncy rhythm sections, prominent acoustic, leading the arrangement, steady drums with light syncopation and warm electric bass. Vocal delivery should feel talk, singing, and playful, like a confident narrator teasing an argument mid-conversation. This is, I can tell you right now, so I'm going to send this to you. You need to throw, like, sleazy saxophone in there.
Oh,
it's the return of the sleazy saxophone.
The go-to. My goodness.
All right, I sent you the prompt.
Bear with me. I'm cleaning up our lyrics here and making sure they're kind of easy to read for Suno.
Yeah. I want to say probably maybe in like the bridge area, like either before or after, and I don't remember how it goes in the song. It won't matter. It's not going to sound exactly like Only the Good Die Young.
Right.
But there needs to be a saxophone solo.
Well, give me just a minute. We'll put that in. Oops, take that out. Man.
Only the Good Die Young.
You want it before or after the bridge, did you say?
Can you give me a second?
Yeah.
Like, if I don't play it in YouTube, no one's going to hear it, so I can get away with listening to it on.
Yeah. That's fine. Spotify or something.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not going to go to Spotify. I'll fucking crash StreamYard.
Oh, no. Yeah, I bet you it's after the bridge. Saxophone solo. Put a bracket there. Let me grab our prompt. What I really love about Suno, because we didn't have this back when we were doing our sessions, when we last did sessions.
You talking to me?
Nope, I'm talking over the barely audible Billy Joel song that you're listening. Yeah.
All right. It is right before the third verse because we're 2 minutes 29 seconds in of a 3 minute and 58 second song, and it's after the chanting bit.
Right before the third verse.
Yeah.
Right after. So let me see where the chanting
right before the third, right before whatever the last verse is, it's right before that.
Okay, all right then.
It's okay. Looking at the lyrics. Okay, so bridge, right? So it's between bridge and final verse.
Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. And we need to. So I've got your prompt in here. I'm going to go ahead and hit. I'm also going to put sleazy saxophone, and I am going to magic prompt this.
Yes, that's what I do. I always take ChatGPT's needlessly wordy prompt,
right?
Add my own stuff to it, and then hit magic prompt and have it redo it.
Okay, so magic prompt, beautiful thing. This is something we didn't have before, I don't believe. All right, so here we go. Piano takes center stage with a percussive syncopated attack, locking in with a crisp, lightly syncopated drum groove and a buoyant walking electric bass. Verses use playful sing vocals over spare piano stabs. Choruses burst into repetitive chant-like phrases, joined by punchy hand claps and sleazy saxophone riffs, elevating the groove. The arrangement feels cheeky and full, with bursts of sax adding mischief, perfect for infectious energy and crowd participation.
Hit it, Johnny.
I've put our sleazy saxophone or our saxophone solos in here. Here's our lyrics. Everything has now been pasted.
While you're doing that, I'm going to have pull a series of pull from the transcript. Image descriptions, like the moose head.
I'm sliding up our style influence to 86%. Okay. It's going to be heavy on the style, so it should pay more attention to the stuff that we put in there. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I need you to reshare it because I think I forgot to share audio. So I'm going to share real quick again.
Really quick. I said pull from the transcript image descriptions like the moose head and list 10. Okay. You go ahead and do your thing.
Moose head.
It was a moose head, wasn't it?
It was like it was a deer. I'm pretty sure. It was like, this guy was a hunter, and I think he had shot a deer.
So here are 10 strong image description moments pulled directly from how you describe things in the conversation, not plot summaries, but visual impressions. A guy who looks like he literally died mid-scene. A man pausing for a full 5 seconds before deciding to stand up, like the pause is performance. Artfully sitting on couches a lot. Jenna Malone.
Artfully.
Jenna Malone dancing around the house, nose to nose on with the wall. VR headset on, shaving her legs, calling in sick to dancing some more. A woman prophesizing the end of civilization while shimmying in her living room. Okay, I'm already going to start with the album cover.
All right.
I'm thinking people artfully sitting on couches and women shimmying on the piano.
I like it.
And the piano player looks like he died mid performance.
I like that.
Okay, album cover.
All right,
I thought you were going to take longer, so.
Oh, I'm done. I'm ready. Okay. Copy, paste. Here we go.
All right, hit it, Johnny.
Let's see what our first one sounds like.
Standing around, doing nothing tonight. No blink, no move, just dead.
I hate it. Light. This is not what I wanted.
Breaking Bad slow to a. Just standing around, doing nothing tonight. No blink, no move, just dead neon light. Breaking Bad, so the laser fight. I should have said no, but here I am. Tell you it's hard, tell you to wait. Show you a statue and call it fate. 60 seconds pass between okay and great. I might as well sit through the scam. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. You love his style or you hate it cold. That's the only deal that you ever sold. Everyone talks like robots grown old, learning English on the fly.
Got it.
Confidential, got real unclean.
The song and the singer need to be jauntier.
The song and the singer need to be jauntier. All right.
Type that into the style prompt and then magic prompt it.
Okay. All right.
All right, while you're doing that.
Jauntier? Is that going to be a word? It will be a word. Prompt. It'll have a doo ba beep. A beep a da ba doo ba beep. Okay, a jaunty groove kicks off with bright percussive piano syncopations.
Hang on, before you do anything else, let me go back to Only the Good Die Young for a second.
Okay. I'm going to take our vocal gender off of there. That might influence in some way. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where we got Little Richard from.
We so hard, but here to D. All right. You want me to go? Or you want me to?
Give me a second.
Okay. Do. Caleb was upstairs playing.
I need 4 or 5 bars of just piano at the beginning.
Okay. So we'll bake that in right here. 4 or 5 bars of piano. All right, let's see what we get. We'll call that song 4 or 5 bars of piano. All right, a jaunty groove. Let's see what we get. I might have to, if we get a female vocalist, I might have to tell. Okay, I definitely need male vocalist. All right, here we go. Let's see what our first one sounds like. Hey! Oh, wait. Wasn't expecting a live song.
What did you do?
I didn't sell it to do live. It doesn't say that here, does it? Texture burst.
Let it play. See what it sounds like.
Okay.
What?
No, go to the next one.
Fuck
no,
that.
sir.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh, you liking it? Okay.
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing tonight. No blink, no move, just dead neon light. Breaking Bad slow to a glacial fight. I should have said no, but here I am. They tell you it's art, tell you to wait, show you a statue and call it fate. 60 seconds pass between okay and great. I might as well sit through the scam. Too old to die young.
Oh, fuck!
That's what I said. Too old to die young.
That is a grinding ass on a pelvis.
Too old to die young. You love his style or you hate it cold. That's the only deal that you're ever sold. Everyone talks like robots grown old, learning English on the fly. LA Confidential got a real unclean French New Wave in a bathroom scene. David Lynch nodding like, yeah, I've seen this mess go drifting by. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Billy Bob went loose with coke and a toy, growling at cops like a feral boy. This is his habitat, pure uncut Georgia's roll it, don't yell cut. Don't record old naps, mid-monologue, thought he died, no false alarm. They just kept filming through the fog like that was part of the plot. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Okay. That pornographer scene actually works. That tension hits, I won't deny. But 13 hours for 5 good minutes, man. That math don't multiply. How do you make someone watch this show? You threaten them with a podcast, you know. Start the stopwatch, don't look away. Let the pause do all the play. If he explains it, we'll be here all day till the heat death proves him right. And this didn't need a bigger check, didn't need more neon glare, needed someone on the set saying, no, cut that right there. Too old to die young. I'll tell you, man, too old to die young. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing.
See how this lands.
Standing around doing nothing. The series.
Wow.
Standing around.
All right.
Good. Okay.
All right.
That's the one.
Well, hold on. I want to try
Jesus
something.
Christ.
Oh, well, no, let me try something.
All right, you try
right.
something. I'm gonna keep.
We have got to do the saxophone solo. We got to try to see if we can get that in there. It might mess up. I mean, I like the ending. Don't get me wrong. I'm worried it might mess it up, but we got to try and get the saxophone solo in there. So what we got to do is we got to figure out where we're at when that bridge ends. Hey! Bear with me. I'm going to mess around here.
We'll be here all day till the heat death proves him right. And this didn't need a bigger check, didn't need more news for 5 good minutes, man. That math don't multiply. How do you make someone watch this show? You threaten them with a podcast, you know.
226. All right, let's do this. We want to extend 226, and then we are going to take everything here.
See, this is the stuff that I don't know how to do. Like, this is the fight. This is why we still do this show, you and I together. We kind of split things.
Whoops.
Because there's a finer point to doing this that I don't really understand.
We're going to give this a shot, see if it'll work. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to extend it from 226. What should hopefully happen is a saxophone solo should hit. So we want to try and get that in there one more time. And then we'll merge the songs. So what should happen now is it should give us a pretty much where it picks up from on 226. Right, it shows up. There we go.
This fucking album cover is bananas.
Are you using ChatGPT on this one?
Yeah.
I want you to send me the prompt for it because I want to try it in Nano Banana and see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we get here. Come on, saxophone solo.
Start the stopwatch, don't look away.
You don't know what a saxophone solo is, Suno?
I'll slap the shit out of you.
Read the fucking prompt, man. Oh, that one's nice. It's not even playing.
All right. I sent you the album cover prompt, and I'm sending you the album cover that I like, but we can play around with what you want to do and make it
On and on and on. Start the stopwatch, don't look away.
Don't think you understand what I said. I said saxophone solo. So here's what we're going to do. You made me mad, and now I've got to do this. 226. We're taking this right here. All right, we're just leaving the saxophone solo. See what you can do with that. I'm not even going to give you lyrics.
If I were doing this by myself, I'd be done by now.
Yeah, I know. I know how you are, Mark. You would be.
I don't. You're burning the risotto.
You sir, don't take time and add a little bit of love
Jesse,
into your
have you
creation.
not seen fine dining? You can add too many elements.
That's what this is for. Tell me, I want to know.
Listen to me. I believe in clean plates. Your witness.
Mark Radulich is okay. So they got to sit down and they got to make a decision. It's the Metallica Black Album. Who are we bringing in as the producer? Mark Radulich comes in. 2 days later, the Black Album is done.
Yeah. You know, you laugh. You fucking laugh, but that's kind of what happened.
That's all right. Let's see if Suno figures it out. Now that's the shit.
Yeah,
that's the shit.
You're not wrong.
All right, so let's cut that at 32, and then we'll bring in the lyrics from the rest.
Okay.
And so let me grab
your coat and hat and take yourself to the laundromat. I'm doing a second style prompt, and this is for Robert.
Beautiful.
This is going to be we're going to be doing like an A and like a single. It's going to be like an A side and a B side.
32. And 0. And then where's the rest of our lyrics at? For some reason, I didn't like how, was the on and on and on, because it kept saying on and on and on at the beginning. I'm like, that is not in that bridge. Good minutes. How do you think? Okay. Now let's just do this. So we go in. So we got 32 seconds of a beautiful saxophone solo. We are then going to now finish out the rest of the song with the final verse. Let's create this. Wow, that saxophone solo was 2 minutes and 48 seconds long.
I'm fine.
I don't need that much. I don't need that much.
No. I think hear me out on this. Are we artists? Are we not men, or are we Devo?
All right.
Considering what we went through with this song, I think an overly long, excessive saxophone solo is exactly what the song needs.
Not doing 2 minutes and 48 seconds of a saxophone.
What about
30 seconds? 30 seconds.
2 minutes.
30 seconds.
2 minutes.
I did 30 seconds.
Give it a minute.
There's no dude. No fucking way.
Oh my god. Who's ruining the place?
Hey! Too old to die young. Stand around doing nothing.
All right, they made a mistake because that's only 25 seconds long.
Start the stopwatch, don't look away. Let the pause do all the play. If he explains, it will be a raw day till the heat death proves him right. Just didn't need a bigger check. Didn't need more neon glare. Needed someone.
Are you okay with the way it's sounding as the end?
Fine. Yeah.
Okay.
On the set, saying no, cut that right there. Too old to die young. Tell your man. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing. The series.
I wish we could do like a sound effect. Because I would totally like put a cat standing on a synthesizer going meow.
All right, let me get the full song here, and then again I think we have the one that sounded great. We'll see what this one sounds like. This doesn't have to be like the one we go with, but it will at least give us.
So this is now the entirety of the song with your.
Yes, this will have the saxophone solo inside of it. And okay, so we get full song. Let's see what we get.
In my quest to make this sound like Billy Joel, it sounds nothing like Billy Joel.
Too old to die yet.
Too old to die yet. Like, it sounds like fucking Count Basie.
All right, let's
Jordan over here.
Let's see what we get here.
How many black jazz and blues artists can I name in a single episode of Sessions?
Let's find out.
You
ready for the whole song? Let's see what it sounds like.
I do it for clout. Yes. Just go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Standing around doing nothing tonight, no blink, no move, just dead neon light. Breaking Bad slow to a glacial fight. I should have said no, but here I am. They tell you it's art, tell you to wait, show you a statue and call it fate. 60 seconds pass between okay and great. I might as well sit through the scam. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. You love his style or you hate it cold. That's the only deal that you're ever sold. Everyone talks like robots grown old, learning English on the fly. LA Confidential got it real unclean. French New Wave in a bathroom scene. David Lynch nodding like, yeah, I've seen this mess go drifting by. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young.
Got me.
Billy Baldwin loose with coke and a toy, growling at cops like a feral boy. This is his habitat, pure uncut Georgia's roll it, don't yell cut. Don't record old naps, mid-monologue. Thought he died, no false alarm. They just kept filming through the fog like that was part of the plot. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Okay. That pornographer scene actually worked. Attention hits I won't deny. But 13 hours for 5 good minutes, man. That math don't multiply.
Correct.
How do you make someone watch this show? You threaten them with a podcast.
This would make me risk cardiovascular activity if I was sick.
Start the stopwatch, don't look away. Let the pause do all the play. If he explains, it will be a raw day till the heat death proves him right. Just didn't need a bigger check. Didn't need more neon glare. Needed someone on the set saying, no, cut that right there. Too old to die young. Tell your man. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing.
The series.
Standing.
Cut. Print.
At the end, I don't know why it got snuck in there, but you hear something go, standing.
Smoking.
All right.
Are we good?
I'm all right with it. If you're all right with it.
I'm all right with it. Make sure you send me that in waveform.
Got it.
Okay. Let's talk. Let's do the album cover. Let's finish what we're doing with this before we do the B side. Now we're not
Sounds
always
good.
going to do a B side, but I promised Robert I would do this because when I told him what we were doing, he was like, "That's great. You should totally do it like doomy, gothy, slow funeral dirge." And I went, "No, only the good die young because I'm literal and autistic." He was like, "Ugh, I hate everything about you." So, so I was like, "I'll do a B side and I'll do it your way." So I want to do that last.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this specific screen. I know we need to look at the album cover here, but I think I've got to do something different. How do I stop
Stands
sharing my
around
screen?
doing nothing.
Hit that
Stands
button right
around
there.
doing nothing.
The series. Okay, all right. So you sent me the artwork here, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, let me go ahead and. So this is
standing around doing nothing.
it's. I think I just don't understand how people can automatically just go, I hate it, AI music, because it gets in there. That's what music's supposed to do. Come on.
I honestly think it's just racism.
You know what? There's a valid point to that.
So Neil is doing what they do on TikTok lives. He's harassing us. He says, "I saw you in my window last night, and I was standing around doing nothing."
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, Neil.
Do you know who Neil is?
No, I have no idea who Neil
That's
is.
from he's from
that Neil.
that right there. He's from movies that don't suck and talk.
Oh, movies. Yeah, okay. You've mentioned his name before.
Yeah, there it is.
Thanks for interacting there, Neil. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Look at we got the cat on the thing. This guy over here. This what the hell does she have on her head? Is that like
a VR headset?
A VR headset?
Yes.
What has happened?
That was a Jenna Malone thing.
She had a VR headset on?
Hang on. Let's back up this truck.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Look at the cat. That cat looks like it's going to whip my ass. Look at its face.
That cat did not want to be a part of this production.
It knows I have trauma.
That cat is very aware of trauma.
It knows I have it trauma.
10 transcript-based image descriptions. A guy who looks like he literally died mid-scene and they just kept filming around him.
Okay.
A man pausing for a full 5 seconds before deciding to stand up, like the pause is the performance. Artfully sitting on couches. Jenna Malone dancing around the house nose to nose with the wall. VR headset
right
on.
Up against the wall.
VR headset on, shaving her legs, calling in sick, then dancing some more. A woman prophesizing the end of civilization while shimmying in her living room. A bar where the jukebox plays a song about the high priestess of...
What? He froze or I froze. One of those two things happened. Oh, if he froze, he's going to be so pissed. I'm waiting on my screen to like flicker or something and do the old spinaroo. The spinaroonie. Neil, put something in the comments you're still watching. Is he frozen or am I frozen? Oh, he just dropped. It's got to be. It was on his end. Well, all right. Then I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take his prompt and I'm going to throw it into Nano Banana and see if we get anything. This rocks, though. This is some good stuff. Rattlich and Broadcasting Network, Too Old to Die Young. Great text in the image. And just about everything is there. He was talking about something about, I have no idea what he was getting ready to talk about there. It sounded like some other crazy element to this picture. Well, let's go ahead and go into, I got to grab the prompt here real quick. His whole computer must have crapped itself. All right, let's go here. Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Here he comes.
I think my internet died.
Oh, I was going to say, you were in the middle of describing this photo.
Yeah.
Let me grab it back, bring it back up here real quick. There we go. All right, sharing.
No, see, it's weird. Like, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm using my phone as a hotspot.
Yeah.
So we don't have any more issues. But, like, I can get the internet on my phone, so I don't know why all of a sudden my computer says I was offline.
Weird.
Definitely. Okay, so all of those are images that I said pull from the transcript. So for example, the cat walking on a synthesizer is how we describe the score.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. All right. Now I'm going to take that same prompt. We're going to throw it into Nano Banana.
Okay. I'm going to remove the image.
Okay. Let me stop sharing. Boom. 200-pound cement sculpture. And
Too old to die young. Too old to die young. Jesse, we're too old to die young.
Oh, gosh.
Too old to die young.
So, okay, copy that. All right. I want to share my screen one more time. Let's just see what we get here. Share screen. Window. There. So this is Nano Banana. Nano Banana was one of the, and I think it still is, one of the more premier image generators, kind of outpaced ChatGPT. Mm-hmm. So here's our, I want to put something here real quick. An album cover that is square.
Yeah, because let me tell you how many times I've said do an album cover and it's like rectangular, you know,
it's or widescreen.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man.
Right. Image of an album cover.
I specifically said album cover.
Okay. Let's see what we get. We'll just do the fast generation, see if we get anything on this one. Loading Nano Banana. It might give us because it has Jenna Malone listed there. I'm curious. Oh, nope. Never mind. Oh, my.
Can you hang on to that? What?
There's our cat. There's the actual cement sculpture of the man. Miles Teller.
Artfully sitting on couches.
What these people are they dressed as mummies? They look like they're dressed as mummies or something. What is going on here?
I almost want to release the B-side with this album cover.
Oh, so Rattlich and Broadcasting Network, artfully sitting on couches. I don't like that, but
yeah, no, like you'd have to get rid of that. But but that's the problem is you can't, like, if you can redo it and make it scrub that, but I guarantee it'll fuck the image up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to take a second shot at it, I like what it did here. And I almost want to use it for what we're going to do next.
Let's try again. I don't think we could scrub it, to be honest. I don't know if
maybe
do that
use the same prompt, but say don't add any other words but the band name and the song name. Are you asking to like redo the image?
Yep.
But
band name and song name. Try it again, but don't add any words other than the band name and the song name.
Because I'll release it as 2 singles, and it'll just be like the regular version, and then like the goth version.
Mm-hmm. Blazingly Fast does not have the song name on it. You son of a gun. Rattlich. Wonderful.
Rattlich.
This was this was supposed to be one of like, the text should have been great in these images. That is not the case. Rattlich.
Let's do the prompt again. Just do the prompt again, but add to the prompt. Only use the band name entitled. Don't add any other words. Artfully sitting on couches. I almost want to do a new song now called Artfully Sitting on Couches.
Loading Nano Banana. It's pretty fast at
Yeah.
generating an image. It's just
I'll tell you what, ChatGPT, I use a lot of their images. Did I tell you what happened to me today? So I did a whole TikTok on, Radledge and Broadcasting Network.
Too old to die young.
Yeah, send that to me. I'll use that for Robert's version.
There's that. That's beautiful. All right, download. Perfect. This guy.
Wonderful.
I don't know about this, but whatever. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's what we're rolling with there.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and stop sharing.
The
Go ahead.
main one's gonna be the one I'm doing. The
Yeah.
one that I did. All right, let's go back to Suno and let's quick do, like, we don't have to spend all night on this. Let's do a quickie version of Robert's. I sent you the prompt. Make it, just add to what it's got there, because I used as like style as style inspirations. Let me just read this to you.
We are doing the same song, just different prompt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Redo the style prompt for the song in the style of Liebach, Typo Negative, Christian Death, Bauhaus, and the Sisters of Mercy.
Ah, shit. Hold on. Don't share that screen. I keep forgetting to share the audio.
Don't.
Well, this should be interesting. Here we go.
Yeah, just make it doomier.
Make it doomier.
Make it doomier.
All right. So then what we'll do?
He wanted funeral dirge, which with the ones I got there, I'm kind of near there, but not quite as close as I should be.
Do you want a cover of what we just did?
Well, that's. So here's the thing. I wanted you to play with the tools that are inside Suno. My problem is I don't like the tools that are inside Suno, because if we cover it, it's going to retain too much of the funk. That's what happened with songs in the key of Stisnar key. Like, I don't know how much of those you heard, but they're not that far off.
I listened to every single one of them. All of a sudden, I'm on Spotify. How am I not listening to my own shit on Spotify?
Well, wouldn't you agree they're not that far off from what the originals are?
They aren't, but that's what, I think what a cover, I understand, if you just, but if you don't copy the lyrics and then put the style in there, you're not going to get something close to what was originally before. You're not. If we don't use the cover option, then that might work better.
That would be better for this, for what we're doing here. So essentially, this is not a cover; it's an alt goth version.
Gotcha.
Which, if you've ever looked at the KMFDM Lite single, there's 20 different versions of KMFDM Lite done in different styles.
Okay.
And now you know.
And now you know, and no one's half the battle. Yo, Joe. Crap, I need to go grab these lyrics. Hold on. That was it. We threw the saxophone solo in there. I imagine we'll probably remove the saxophone solo.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes. We are abandoning everything that remotely looked like Billy Joel here.
What would be a good replacement solo, though? Give me a good replacement solo, just in case it decides it wants to do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Not Bela Lugosi's Dead.
Did I spell saxophone wrong? I did. No wonder it fucked up. I spelled saxophone wrong.
Good job, Jesse. Give me a second. I have the answer. I gotta look at something really quick.
Theremin or whatever the thing is where people use their hands. The theremin, is that the name of the instrument?
What are you saying?
You know what a theremin is. You've heard it before. It's the instrument that THEREMIN.
Love You to Death. Hang on, Love You to Death by Typo Negative.
What are you saying?
Why don't we understand each other? You asked
I'm talking about instruments. You're just giving me song names.
You asked me what is the okay, the song is actually called Suicide Silence Love Me to Death by Typo Negative.
Okay. I was asking for a replacement instrument solo.
Okay, I actually have that wrong.
Okay.
Love me to death, typo negative.
Why
Love
are
you
you not able to talk?
Love You to Death by Typo Negative is how the song goes. You asked me what the song inspiration for this version of Too Old to Die Young was going to be, and I was trying to think of a really slow gothy song, and it's Love You to Death by
I
Typo
gotcha.
Negative. What the fuck
Okay.
are you asking me?
I am asking I'm asking you, what is a good instrument to
Oh.
replace saxophone with?
Oh.
So we don't want a saxophone solo in our
Not
funeral
a
dirge.
harp. Let me ask ChatGPT.
And it's going to tell you theremin, and I'm going to laugh.
What's a good doomy, gloomy instrument to replace sleazy saxophone? Contrabassoon.
I've played Contra earlier today.
I'll bet you did.
Tell me if I'm spelling this right.
No,
Is it
you
all
are.
one
If
word?
you actually, it's one word, and it legit is contrabassoon. Bassoon.
Oh, that's
Massive,
beautiful.
hollow, unsettling, less melody, more looming presence, existential
Okay.
dread, cosmic rot. Boy, if that doesn't say
Okay.
Robert Winfrey all over.
Cosmic rot.
Existential dread and cosmic rot, yes.
Robert Cosmic Rot Winfrey right here.
He's probably listening. Be like, I hate you guys.
Oh. No, in classic Robert Winfrey words, it would be, "You're not wrong."
Yeah, right. He's like, damn, nailed dead to rights again.
You're not wrong. Love Robert Winfrey. All right, let's see what we get here. Standing around doing nothing tonight.
We would be done right now if I wasn't doing him a favor. We would have been done 20 minutes ago if you had not insisted on doing a saxophone.
Did you not tell me to put a saxophone solo in the song?
You did, and then you spelled it.
Started?
And then you spelled it SAQUF bat signal for some odd reason.
I spelled this wrong.
All right,
all right.
Johnny.
Let's see what we got. Hear audio. Ooh, yeah.
Standing around doing nothing tonight. No blink, no move to dead neon lights. Breaking Bad slow to a glacial fight. I should have said no, but here I am. They tell you it's hard, tell you to wait. Show you a statue and call it fate. 60 seconds pass between okay and great. I might as well sit through the scam. Too old to die young.
Oh, right in the pelvis.
Too old to die young.
I am immediately back 30 years ago dancing in the club.
I love it. High stepping.
High stepping, baby. Right next to scary German guy. His shirt.
You love this style while you hate it cold. That's the only deal that you're ever sold. Everyone talks like robots grown old, learning English on the fly. They confidential God, real unclean. French new wave in a bathroom scene. David Lynch nodding like a scene as Masco drifting by. Too old to die young. That's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young.
Tell you, the vocals on this is something I've never heard before.
5 stars in Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude.
Billy old and loose with
coke in the toy, growling the cops like a feral boy. This is his habitat, pure, uncut joy. Does roll the don't yellow cut. Don't we cuddle naps, mid-monologue, fight, die, nope. Also long, it just keeps rolling through the fog like that was part of the plot. Too old to die young, that's what I said. Too old to die young. Too old to die young.
I want to see how he handles this bridge.
Okay. The pornography actually works.
Sounds like fucking Batman.
Yeah.
I won't deny.
Because I'm not wearing hockey pads.
For 13 hours for 5 good minutes. Man, that math don't multiply. How do you make someone watch this show? You threaten them with a podcast. You know.
I don't know what a contra bassoon sounds like, but I don't think that's it.
It doesn't matter.
That's
Right
all
now,
right.
every kid at the dance club is punching each other.
Yeah, dude, this fucking song is good.
Yeah.
Watch, don't look away. Let the pause do all the play. If he explains it, we'll be here all day till F proves him right. Just didn't need a bigger check. Didn't need more neon glare. Needed someone on the set. Say no.
All right, so I'm calling this Too Old to Die Young Industrial Strength Remix.
Industrial Strength.
Industrial Strength Remix.
That
Keep going. Like,
I'm not even
was that
doing
the
the
end?
second one because that one right there hit
Yeah, no,
like
that's
it
the tits.
should. That was
Yeah.
really, really good.
All right.
Sometimes,
that's it.
like you, man, I mean, sometimes
Yeah,
you
first
be listening
pass.
to shit, it'll hit you.
Yeah, no. Like for the most part, whenever I do Fra Diavolo or pansexual peanut butters, I usually will generate a couple because I don't always know what I want until I hear it. Like I definitely go in with an idea, and then it's like I got to hear it first and see what the AI can do, and then I'm like, okay, add this, take this out, add this, take this out, double up on this, and then usually 5-6 passes, I get what I want, and then
Yeah,
there's that rare shooting star moment where I get it first try.
go back and listen to us like in our first like 2 or 3 episodes
Mhm.
and look at how much Suno struggled or what we had to do in order to work to actually get a full song. Sometimes the vocals would sound great, and
I didn't
but
even know what
they
you were
would
doing
scribble.
half the time. You're like, I gotta take this, but then you'd fuck it up. You're like, I gotta take this, but oh, I
Oh, I could hear the shimmer. That's gone. I mean, all of it is like
yeah.
it's down to a science now, and it's not going to get worse. It's just hopefully going to get better. So, wow, yeah, I was
All
impressed.
right, I need both waves. I got the album covers. I can handle the rest. I just need the audio. All right, I think we're done. Right? That's everything.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, no, I think that. All right, folks, let's get rid of this. That is our first episode of Sessions live on the air. Let's go ahead and book the next one because I want to talk to you about how that one's going to go. I also thought this worked really, really well, by the way.
I had fun.
Okay, so next month we are doing Drax on February 1st. The Super Bowl's on the 8th. Then you and I, and then we're doing Metal Hammer of Doom. Why don't we just do this a month from today on a Wednesday, just for now, and then we can figure out another night to do these. Does that work?
That sounds fine to me.
You're making me. I'm not on the screen. I'm making you think like I'm frozen again. So Sessions. So since I've already Sessions Volume 2. I want to do what we did tonight, but I want to do it for BoJack Horseman. How do you feel about that?
I have no idea about anything about BoJack Horseman, but I will gladly join you and learn and make a song about it?
So we'll do that Wednesday, February 25th. 9. And then, like I said, you and I will talk privately about how we're going to schedule the rest of these. I just, right now, I don't feel like moving around. It's hard we either don't do it in February or I have to move one of the Black History Month stuff and I don't want to. And I'm out of Sundays. So I promised my mother I would stop booking podcasts on nights that we're having dinner. Because I am.
That's good. You're a good boy.
I am trying. So, I'll talk with Robert. Maybe he'll give me like a style idea. You know, sometimes maybe we won't go. You know, we'll just talk about it live on air. You know, I won't. Some of these are going to lend itself to. I should say volume 2. So part of this was I had already put up a TikTok about BoJack Horseman. I already have a GPT set up. I have an essay that I've already published. It just needs a song, and I love that episode. So it's like I want to take all the I want to do one for like The Boys season 3. I want to do one for a lot of them are me and Robert. I want to do one for the one Robert and I did. I think it was Jupiter.
Ascending.
Jupiter Land. The comic book that became a show on Netflix for one season, the superhero show.
Oh yeah. Jupiter. Oh shit, I know what it is.
It's Jupiter something or other. It's not the Mila Kukunich show, movie. But you know, we can talk as this goes on. You know, more ideas will come to me. But there's been so many fun podcasts we've done. And then if you ever think of one that we, you know, a really good episode of source material. I mean, we've already beaten the Ant-Man one to death. You know, we did hit it, Darren, already. You know what? Darren. We need to do, I'll tell you what, we'll talk about it off air, but we absolutely need to do Planet Hulk.
Okay.
This is Planet Hulk. Dun, dun. That'll be episode 3. Be perfect for like St. Patrick's Day. This is Planet Hulk. Da, 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 da,
St. Patrick's Day.
Calling Planet Hulk.
Love it.
All right. So yeah, that's where I'm going with all of this. Did you want me to put that on the screen?
Nope, I didn't mean to keep sharing, so okay. I will remove that.
All right. So that's enough shop talk. Monday, myself, Robert, and Jason reviewed Mercy, and I gave Jason a ration of shit because he annoyed me. Tomorrow, myself, Kat, and Sean will be doing it. We've already done the Trash Trilogy. We're going back to John Waters now. We're going to watch Polyester, Hairspray, and Crybaby. I got a gig Saturday. I'm not gonna be able to watch the Royal Rumble. I got to go to Clearwater and judge an MMA fight.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to go play your AI music.
Sure.
Get it. Talk one of the fighters into using it as walkout music.
If they comes out to like to fucking eating beans all day, that'd be great. And
there's like there's Patty the Batty, isn't he like some dude that like eats a bunch of stuff all the time? That would be perfect for him.
Wonderful. February 1st, you and I are doing a source material live.
I don't know who that is.
We're going to be looking at both volumes of Drax by CM Punk and then Drax the Destroyer Earthfall. On the 2nd, we're reviewing Send Help. Alexis is reviewing Percy Jackson Season 2 on Tuesday. And then Thursday, we're prepping for the Super Bowl. So Jason and I are going to be reviewing Varsity Blues, the program, and Necessary Roughness. So that's what I got going on here. Jesse, what do you got going on there?
Oh my goodness. Well, taking a look at this, I think our what was it? I think the G.I. Joe episode of Unspoken Issues dropped. We had a 2-episode arc that dropped where a bunch of Joes died in like the early 90s. Which was a little bit shocking for that comic. So if you get a chance, check that out. Unspoken Issues that dropped this past Monday and Tuesday. Previous to that, me and Mark talked Multiple Man, a story by Matthew Rosenberg, which, if you remember our discussion on oh my goodness,
are you up
it was
to
Joker's
Standard now? Are you like the next time you do one of our source materials? Are you up to the evil comic book villain ones, or
nope?
Do you?
We've got Happy, Joe the Barbarian, Nameless.
Christ almighty, those haven't dropped yet?
They haven't dropped. And then after that's the villain arcs. So that'll be well into April. Probably.
Good
well,
God,
I say,
Jesse,
well, it's
you're
probably
so
about the
behind.
first week April. I'm not behind. I'm not going to. I've got plenty of content in the can, is what you mean. You mispronounced behind. You have so
I get
much
so
content.
excited when Monday comes. I get so excited when Monday comes and a new source material feed content drops, and then it's not anything you and I talked about. Some bullshit.
Multiple man. Next week will be our discussion on Happy. So
but today was fucking unspoken issues. I don't listen to that shit.
Well, you should. It's fun. It's fun discussion. G.I. Joe, Yo Joe.
Doesn't have me and you on it. Like, what's the point?
Mark. So.
I listened intently to your year in review. I was like, we better talk about me. And like
that motherfucker
did.
better. I did.
You talked about Layla Starr. That was like
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you
talked
got
about Layla.
You only do half the shows with me. Expect nothing more. Okay, other than a small mention at the end of the year.
I don't like it when the stuff that I say to other people gets turned back on me. I really don't.
I don't like it. So and then Snap Material where me and Evan Bevins. Me and Evan Bevins get together and we discuss Marvel Snap. If you play Marvel Snap on your mobile device, we have a few episodes that drop once every month. We'll probably be putting a new one out there next month, so keep an eye out for that. That is all I have.
All right, folks. Thank you for joining us on Volume 2 of Sessions, where we drop them single by single, bit by bit, beat by beat. For Jesse Starcher, I am the scary German guy. Be well, be safe, and behave.